Ooh, guys, we did it. It's week 4. We are nearly at Christmas. This is your last week of the challenge. This is going to be the fun bit. So let's just recap what you should have done until this point. So week 1, we looked at overhauling your profile and making sure that all that was in ship shape and you were feeling good about it and confident in what you should be posting and what gets you traction. Yada yada. We've done it. If you haven't done it, watch this video and go do week 1. In week 2, we looked at your media kit and portfolio, the difference between the two, who would use what. Again, if you missed that week, I highly suggest you go and look at week 2's video, do the work, and just get your media kit, your numbers under wraps, whether you're doing portfolios, mood boards, all these kind of things. Go check that video out. It's really informative and it will get you really set up. In week 3 was like a holiday. Week 3 was just an email template. It will take you about an hour tops, probably much faster than that. But realistically, it was, if you haven't done the work, again, this video here will run you through doing your email template. It's going to help you massively. It's going to give you confidence to start reaching out to clients. So go do the work, get your email template done, because this is week 4, guys. It is nearly Christmas and you are going to feel so confident come the new year. And this is the fun bit. We are going to now implement all those other 3 weeks work into what we're going to start doing this week. So get ready, get in, let's go. Okay, let's get comfortable and get into this. Clearly, I'm in a very festive mood. I am and I'm not. It's a difficult time of year for me, so but that's not what we're here to talk about. What we're here to talk about is doing the fun stuff, and that is pitching to clients. So, without further ado, let's just jump straight in because there is some work to unpack here. Let's do it. Okay, so this week, week 4, you are going to now implement all that stuff that you've learned from the previous 3 weeks, and you are going to start reaching out to clients. I know it seems scary, but I promise you it's actually much easier. And once you start doing this process, you are going to feel so much better about keep on repeatedly doing it because it's going to just become like clockwork for you. You know what the process is. I have 3 steps. So let's just go straight in with step 1. Okay, so step 1 is you're going to make a list. So maybe start with like 10 brands. I know, maybe you've got a whole plethora of brands you'd like to work with. But my biggest tip here is make a list of actually attainable brands. Don't aim too high. So if you are starting off as a digital creator, the North Face is not going to hire you, okay? You just simply don't have enough experience for them to warrant hiring you. They are going to choose somebody that's a lot more experienced than you. I know because I know the photographers they use, so not even I've approached the North Face. But what you could do is actually look for brands that are maybe local to the country that you're in, and also that are either new to the scene or they are just a lot smaller in general, or they're more niche. So try to look for brands that are smaller than these big mammoth brands, right? That just you are peanuts to them, you know? So that's my massive tip about making a list. So do some research, list down the brands that like your dream clients. Of course, have the dreams and put them on there because it's a good way to kind of put that, like out loud spoken manifestation thing where you just write it down and then in the time it could just actually come to fruition if you just keep following these steps. By all means, set some goals, but try to be realistic too. Understand where you are in the market. So if you're new, try out smaller brands first. Okay, step 2, you're going to take your list and you are going to find the contact that you need to speak to for each of those companies. Now, this takes a little bit of research and it can be one of the things that feels a bit time consuming. But once you get into the flow of it, it's kind of fun to start finding out the contacts. I find a lot of the time people are very nervous to make phone calls. So if you're more comfortable with DMing a company on Instagram or trying to find the LinkedIn contact, like LinkedIn is really good for listing all the employees in a business. So you can often find the person that you need to speak to there. Or, but if you're not comfortable with calling them and saying, hi, I'm blah, 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 and I work with such and such. Could you please tell me who I need to contact in either your social media manager or your marketing manager? Get a name, get an email address, and they will forward you on. They might even forward on your call, and then you can get a call in. Great. You've just jumped a hurdle. But if at this point you just want to get the name, then, and if you don't feel confident with calling directly, then this is my tip. Go to their website, check the contact information. In there, it will have probably a general email address, the sales at, info at, hello at. Just send that email, a very general email asking for the contact in the media department that you need to speak to. Like, hi, I'm such and such. I work with this, and I would like to know who do I need to speak to in the company to discuss about this project. It's possibly your media manager, social media manager, or a marketing manager. So just see if you can find it. If you don't get anything back from that, then it's best to try to call, because you do need to be persistent, and you do need to just basically stop caring about what people think of you. Okay, put your ego aside, put your fears aside, and just make the phone call. Okay, I promise you, once you've done it a few times, you will get used to it. So if you've sent either an email to the general and you're kind of waiting to hear about who you need to speak to, alternatively, on some of these websites, they have social kind of ways to contact. Like they will have either a media press form or an affiliate or an influencer form. So some of them are pretty proactive, especially if they get lots of requests from influencers and people like this. Then they tend to have a form set up on their website. Fill in the form. This is where you'll want to attach like a media kit or a mood board or something like that because there'll be a section in that form where you'll need to upload a file, and it's normally recommended, it's a mandatory field. So you can't normally send the application without it. So have your media kit ready, or have some kind of mood board ready that you can send to the client, and try it that way. These ways, the good thing about this is they tend to then have a team of people, or a person that looks after that email, and they're so used to doing this kind of job that they will tend to get back to you. So that's kind of a good way of contacting a company. Otherwise, slide into their DMs in Instagram. Just reach out some way. I mean, it's not a crime to reach out. Don't be afraid to do it. Just find a way that makes it easier for you to get there. If you want to, if it's a very small brand, I would probably say you could send your pitch to their general email, because that you could then also write in the pitch or at the beginning, that if this is that like, if this needs to be sent forward to your marketing department, could you please forward this email on? Just try to pinpoint that this is you understand it's a general email, and it might not be the person that you're actually looking for. I've had sometimes that I've emailed a general email, even for a fairly largish company, and thinking that this is probably not the email I need, but they've been able to actually answer for me, and quite quickly, because somebody's sitting there checking this email, right? Because they get a lot of emails on it. So I've actually had replies more frequently from some of these general email inboxes than trying to send it specifically. But use what you can find. And that was step 2. So let's move on to step 3. This is all about pitching. So now you have your contact, or you have a general email, or you're at a web page where you need to fill in about like whether you want to be an affiliate or an influencer or whatever. So now you need to pitch. This is where your email template comes into the beautiful scene and relieves you of any stress that you're probably having right now. So you are going to now implement everything that you've learned in the last 3 weeks and put it right at this moment. So buckle in, strap up, because we are going to talk about your pitch and how to structure it. Okay, so in your pitch, you're going to open up an email. It's a brand new email. And you are going to now, first of all, you're going to paste in who you need to send the email to. So you've got your list of all the brands you're going to contact. You've got all the contact people that you need. And now you're going to sit there and you're going to pile through them. Okay, so you are going to robot style attack this. Grab the first contact, dump that into the send to the sender. Now you need to put your subject line. I can't stress highly enough, keep the subject line fairly short and simple and sweet. It doesn't have to be short, but it needs to be simple and to the point. Okay, so don't blabber on, or don't just write only content creator offer. Like, it doesn't tell them anything. Okay, so you want to be specific, and you know, this can be about like a product that you know that they've had recently. So it could be something that you want to say about marketing opportunity for your 2025 spring collection or whatever it is. You know, make it kind of specific to what it is you are applying for. Okay, but don't blabber on. Short, simple, great. You can also add in like your name on there, or a handle or something that is related to, you know, if you're a UGC and you want it to be like your Instagram handle or something like that, you can put that in there, because it kind of just, it shows up very quickly for them, like, okay, who this person is, right? But keep the subject line simple and to the point. Okay, so you've gone, who's sending it to, subject line. Now you're going to grab your template, copy it, paste it into your email. Look at that email. Oh my God, it just wrote itself in 2 seconds. Okay, you've got a half-written email already, and you hardly did any work. It was all copy and pasting mainly. You're going to feel so much better about this, I promise you. So you've copied in your email template. Now add your document, like add it now, because I know I've done it. I've been so excited about, oh my God, I finished the pitch, this is great. And I've sent it. And then I feel like such an idiot because I forgot to actually attach the document that I wanted to send. So make sure you get your documents attached. If you are an influencer or a UGC creator and you are wanting to just put in your media kit, then get that media kit added straight away. I'm going to assume that if you're someone like a videographer or a photographer and you are attaching a website portfolio, that you already in your template have probably added in the website address for you for your portfolio. If you haven't, then it's okay, because you can add this in later. So you're probably not attaching anything unless you're attaching a mood board. But get your document attached. Okay, great. We've got half the email written and you've got your document attached. Superb. Now here comes the really good bit. This is going to be the real seller, because what you're going to do is find parallel similarities between what you do and what they do. Basically anything that's going to answer that magic question of how do you match to them? Like, what would make you a good choice for them? So you're finding similarities. This could be, you know, that you have been a fan for years. It could be that you share some kind of morals that are similar, or it could be that you've been a customer for years. You know, whatever that parallel similarity is, add it in. Now your goal basically with the whole pitch is going to be to create connection and or serve. I say and or because it could be that you're trying to create connection first. I would say majority of the time you are creating a connection and trying to show that you want to serve them at the same time. So I'd say these two things go together in this pitch email. So you're connecting and showing them how you could serve them. Okay, so that's the goal of a pitch: connection, serve. Okay, right. Now let's get really specific. I'm going to just recap a pitch structure. So if you, obviously we've run through what you're going to do, okay, because this was step 3. This is you pitching. But now let me just really run through the pitch structure. So this is going to be how it should really be laid out. I say should, everything is movable, everything is adjustable. You will find your own unique style. Maybe you're sending a video pitch, okay, to which then this doesn't necessarily relate completely, but it will be part of it, right? So your pitch structure will be something like this. You're going to explain who you are, what you do. Are you a customer? You're going to create a connection between either yourself or your brand to their brand. So the connection, the how do you match? Then you're going to highlight your best assets, which is probably already in your template, but you need to have that. So highlight your best assets. So that could be your followers, your story views, your past work, like your experience, whatever that is, highlight your best assets. Have they released anything recently that you would like to work with on them and collaborate with? And basically, that is kind of it. So once you've made the connection, and that's really the only thing you're kind of adding in extra, because to be honest, who you are, what you do, you're probably not if you're a customer, you haven't added that, but who you are, what you do, your assets and things like that, you've got that in your email template. So what you're really adding extra now is the connection between you and that company, and whether there is something that they have newly released that you would like to collaborate with, or whether it's something more general. It's really good if you can kind of find something that connects you to collaborate, because A, it shows the company that you've done your research and that you actually care and you put some time and effort into this pitch. And secondly, it gives them less reason to kind of throw you aside, because they're like, that's cool that they also do blah, blah, blah. That really aligns with what we do. So it's just finding that alignment, right? And trying to reduce the no. And that's kind of it, except for the cherry on the cake. You want to make sure you sign off. Now, obviously, your email template has kind of the predefined sign off. What I tend to write, especially if it's like an influencer or a UGC creator, I guess also I do as a photographer. If it's something that I want to collaborate on a project, I tend to end it with something like this. I would love to see if you are interested in collaborating. Maybe we can hop on a call together. Like, add a line like that. That's probably a very good way to kind of sign off. And then, you're sincerely or whatever. If you have any questions, feel free to reply to this email. Whatever it is that you want to add on the bottom for the cherry on the cake, then brilliant. But that's it, guys. Honestly, that is really it. So you've done most of the work already. All you're doing is now finding the connection between you and that brand, finding who you need to contact, sending out the actual pitch. So I really hope this is helping you, and I really hope this is helping to alleviate the stress. Let me know if you have any issues with any of what I'm explaining. If you want me to go a little bit deeper or anything, let me know in the comments down below. It would be really good to get your feedback on as well. Like, if you're doing any of this work, to get feedback from you about how you're doing in the process. How do you feel now that you've done these steps? I'd love to get your feedback on it. So let me know in the comments below, because I like hearing stories. It's good. I like feel-good stories, and especially around Christmas, because I often need a little bit cheering up at Christmas. Let me know in the comments how it's all going. Now, before I go, I have a little bonus thing, mainly for the influencers and the UGC creators out there. Stay on the line. Don't go anywhere yet. The photographers and the videographers can probably exit at this point. Thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments how it all goes for you. And if you are a new creator and you're trying to build yourself up on YouTube, for example, or if you're on Instagram, you're trying to increase your followers, let me know in the comments. Let me put your handles in. Let's go check each other out. Let's support each other. But really good luck, everyone, because this is really going to set you up for 2025, and I really hope you have an amazing time. But now, for the influencers of the world, I have a little bonus material. So on top of finding brands individually, you can take a little shortcut route. And that shortcut route is reaching out to influencer marketing agencies. Now, they will alleviate a lot of stress for you in finding new clients. But what they will do is take a commission for doing it. And rightly so. They're doing a lot of work for you. They're probably also dealing with the contracts too. But let's face it, it's worth paying sometimes, just a small commission. It's normally up to about 20%, but I'm okay with paying 20% if somebody's alleviating a lot of work for me. It's almost like, kind of getting a team without paying for them up front. So I actually think it's a really good deal. So I would not recommend reaching out to influencer agencies if you are brand new. So build up a bit of a following first, because they are not going to be interested in you if you have never done a single UGC video or a single piece of affiliate marketing or anything like that. If you have no material to send to them and no media kit numbers to add, they're not going to be interested. They can't sell you. So you need to be sellable. Do some work first, build up your portfolio, build up your online profile basically. And then when you're ready, start reaching out to some of these influencer marketing agencies. And even if you feel like, oh, well, I really want to get on board, but I don't know if I'm far enough in this journey, give one of them a call and just say, you know what, I'm new to this category of work. I work as an influencer or a UGC creator. I have done a couple of jobs, but now I want to reach out more. Can I just ask some information from you? At what stage do I need to be at to become a member of your agency? Just ask them. They're going to tell you. They're not going to tell you to sod off. It's not their way. They want people on their books because they want to be able to sell you. They're going to make money. You're going to make money. Everybody's happy. But they are a really good way that once you have a good enough following, that they will alleviate some of the strain of doing the independent legwork yourself. Obviously, they have more control too over what is being charged. And actually, if you're starting out, you'll probably find that they are charging way more than you thought that you could ever charge. I've done a few UGC videos where, I'm getting paid, I don't know what currency you're in. It's like £120, 1,000 Danish kroner. I'm in Denmark, so I get paid in Danish kroner. But I get paid like 1,000 Danish kroner per video. So up to a 45-second video. Plus I get to keep the product. So I think when I started out doing UGC, I was just like, there's no way I could charge 1,000 kroner for a video. But that's what the agency's paying me, which means, and I don't get a commission taken out of that. They are paying me that, which means they are charging the client even more. So there is good money to be made. And if you can do it independently, brilliant, because you get to pocket all of it. And you also get more control over the rights of what you will and won't do and things like that. But it can be a real headache too. So if you want to alleviate the headache, get yourself an agency. And if you want to have regular work constantly flowing to you without you having to go hunting for it as much, once you're really quite established, it's a really good way to kind of get work to flow to you without you spending tons of time on chasing it. And if you're really good, then you get to pick and choose what aligns with you personally that you want. So if you're an influencer, then you get to pick and choose on the brands and the projects that you really want to work with, that you feel resonate directly with you. So it's a really good place to be. Anyway, guys, it's Christmas almost, and I really hope you have an amazing time. And I really hope that this stuff has helped you to kickstart your 2025. I'm always here if anyone needs help, so please just message me in the comments. Let me know what you think. Let me know how you do. I'd love some follow-ups. Otherwise, just catch me over on Instagram. I'm again the same name I am here, nlloydvest. So I work as a photographer and a digital creator. I've done UGC work, I've done influencer work, I've done affiliate marketing work. I still do some of those. So I have quite a good broad spectrum. So if you are really stuck and you really want to reach out to me, hop over to Instagram in my DMs and just message me there. Otherwise, you can send an email to nlloydvest@gmail.com and I will be happy to help you out. So if you need a little bit extra coaching or one-on-one, then just send me a little email and I will see what I can do to help you. Otherwise, Merry Christmas, everyone, and I really hope that it's a good time of year for you. Good luck!